So this morning, I was like, I said every time frame is downtrend, right? Like even 15 minutes, there's high, lower, low. I was seeing 5 minutes, wave five up could potentially go to here again. And so first thing I did, just take all the profit we loaded yesterday, the calls, and a little bit of FNGU. Because, and the reason why is that I can't tell what's happening. I went through every time frame many times, and I couldn't tell. Every single time frame tells me going down, except 5 minutes. And so I was watching. Um, I sent a warning sign on the Q on Q on 60 minutes. I said this is gonna look like a negativity is developing. So anyway, so I missed the short here. I had like a 5 macro NQ shorting at the top. And that 5 macro NQ turned out to be the best trade. So during the daytime, I don't know how many of you were watching me step by step why I think this is bearish, right? See this bearish development, that was 60 minutes on NQ at the beginning of the day. And so I did go long on 6,000 call, but I had only two little contracts. And I entered at $5. And when it's popped to this level, I acted at 3. So I lost $2 per count. So $400 total. But we did puts and puts and puts. We also did call here. So overall, the last put, if you guys did a 59.35, it went to $80 from $3.50. So anyway, so for me, I look at the whole SPY chart on the monthly. So monthly we are below 593. Q already hit the downside, monthly downside. 200 moving average is the gap fill. So 492, 493. That's why I'm having Q first level, I'm thinking somewhere here. So if SPY hit this level, there's really no support here. There's no support. If you look at daily, is a gap. See the gap really should be somewhere here. And with overshoot, this 200 moving average, it pointing 570. I highly doubt we're going to. So this is yes. I did everything I can trying to come up with a level. I came back from gym, got home around 5:30, and then I have been staring at the ES chart every way I could. So if we have measured move, so pointing to 5,800, and we are almost at 200 SMA. So I'm thinking the max, the lowest level I'm thinking is 47.43, 57.43. In a little bit more positive scenario, somewhere between 58.40 to 5,800. So we were at 58.58. So it's really not that far. However, I look at it, this is clearly distribution. And I'm gonna show you volume profile. Like everything is on top, right? I'm like really appalled. Wave one it dropping so low. So I said 59.44 is the first resistance, and then near 6,000. and then the 60, 62 area. So you can tell the volume profile. But when you have volume profile very high and POC are so close to each other, that's a given. The drop is coming, right? So the only regrets I have is that Friday I didn't get a lot more puts, but I did have a very good position of SPX puts and SPX bear put spread. Like I shared all the in the trade channel, like for June and September. Um, so anyway, so if tomorrow bouncing this the level that if you added a call with me, then you need to maybe take profit from here. So tomorrow PCE, it doesn't really matter at this point. Market want to drop. This is very, very, very well controlled. Every single, even like every single time frame, except 5 minutes time frame was bullish a little bit for a while. And 15, 16, every time frame is bearish. So it did go a little bit higher than the closing. The closing was 58.73. For NQ was 25.80. So it did put in a new low, 25.36. And so that's the bottom, this demand zone. So if you have measure move, it also matching. And if we do bonds, so measure move could put us to 21,900. That's why I keep saying 21,900. And so all these mega tickers are really attractive level. So FNGU, let's look at FNGU, like our FNGU, the first level is 508. Right now we are at 500. So if you want to add it, I would just add 30%. I wouldn't want to do 1 to 4 because Q's dropped 8%, ES dropped 5%. No pause, no deal. What does that mean? No, what does it mean no pause and no deal on tariff? Okay, so market already pressed in the tariff into effect, right? There's no deal. It doesn't really matter. I'm just following my levels to buy. So I'm buying 30% here and 30% here and 30%. Um, or you can choose Meta has been the strongest one. I said the first level, ignore that. I only said you buy that level if SPY is going higher. But SPY is not going higher, so you should not be buying that level at the right at the first level. I really like Amazon at this level too. So the first buying level, this one this morning, if you didn't take profit, your position should be a little bit red. What is Amazon? 208. So it's really not that super bad. Um, I don't want to buy each one of them, so I just buy FNGU. If you really like Tesla has actually been holding better than I expected. It had a really just the gap fill, not even 100%. Um, the monthly, weekly target is 590. So if you want just start loading TSLL, like a first level 30% and 30%, 30%, or so however you want to go. Hood is green. Can you believe that? So the ticker you might want to load some, right? It's green. actually monthly, this ticker actually better than any other ticker. Look at this. I said monthly break below this. It didn't really hit the downside target. It went to 43 and now it's 49 already. So this kind of ticker you wanted to be in your portfolio. HIMS actually pretty good too. We've been in and out many times, right? So we did calls and we did calls, we did shares and shares. Now I'm flat on HIMS. But I don't mind having some of this. Or if you want to really be UP UPRO, this is three times of the SPY, as long as you don't have margin on your account. So this year I'm trading a lot with my retirement account. And I trade a lot less on options. Really, like most the options are day trading or like really short-term swing trading. So anyway, if you want to do this, that's fine too. Or SPYU 4 times of the ETF. If I do 4 times of the ETF, I would do 1, 2, 4 style. So if this is the first level and second level, I'll buy like 1, 2, 4 style. And here, if really SPYU drop all the way here, I'm all in, really. I mean, that means probably SPY dropped 20% already. So how you want to do, and then how risk management is the most important thing. So for me, I look at the QQQ calls. I was looking at QQQ, like call, if you want to do leap calls, I'm not doing any short-term call. The March call, I have 20 contracts. The last contract loaded it like at closing. So any bonds, I'm not even sure I'm gonna come out with green. So 20 contract cost me about $14,000. At closing, I think it was about 5, 6, something like that. So I paid 7. So I'm losing about $2 per contract. Qs. So if Qs really have a bounce to, I mean, for Qs to go to here, it could be very easy too. Look at one day, right? One day move $20. So for Qs to jump $20, it's also possible. So I look at QQQ. I was looking at the September, December, and January, like September or January. And I was comparing deep in the money, like 440, that's delta 0.8. So you have, I literally made an Excel table. So if you do 440 with delta 0.8, you pay $92. And if you buy 500, it's 50 with delta 0.6. But if you do 530, you pay 34 with delta 0.5. And the reason why I'm comparing this, because let's say I have a 10K, right? I have 10K. 10K, if I buy 530, how many contracts I can buy? I can buy 3 contracts, right? 3 contracts with delta 0.5. You get paid what, $1.50, right? Every dollar goes up on QQQ, you gain $1.50 on the 3 contracts. If you do 500 strike, you have delta 0.6, then you can buy 2 contracts. 2 contracts meaning you get paid $1.20, right? For the 2 contracts, every dollar. And if you do 400, then every dollar goes up, you get paid 80 cents. So overall, the 531 making the most sense, right? you get the most return, the same amount of capital. So I did a few deep in the money, so I might actually switch. I want to see what tomorrow does market, and I might want to switch to next January 5:30 leap call. And okay, so if QQQ drop to like for another $7, okay, do I really care if my leap call is a year out? It doesn't really impact because the delta is only 0.5, right? So you drop $7 more, I'm losing seven like $3.50. So I will probably, I'm not gonna load the whole account at this point. If I do call, I'll definitely do 30, 30, 30. So 30 here, 30 here. I would say 30, 470, 30 here. Okay, can you do reverse? Like say, okay, I want to wait, see what the next day candle like. You can, there is nothing wrong with that, to be conservative. But the most conservative is the shares, right? So Amazon is really attractive level 207, and this is still uptrend. There's like the impulse move is started from here. So the trend didn't change. And today, Q's dropped so much, but Amazon didn't make a new low. So that's also a sign of stronger too. Um, I loaded here and then I exited some here, not entirely. I still was hoping to come back down to 200, but it might not look that way. So, or you can add like Meta. Meta is literally daily wave 3, wave 5 up, and it didn't really drop, make a new low either, right? So yesterday dropped actually 640, but this one actually is above that level. So that's also a sign, and the upside target really high. So what is the Meta 2 times the ETF? You can do like a Meta 2 times ETF, FBL. So I think that'll be, you don't have you have a decay, but it's not awfully decay. Matthew, LBL, Matthew the same. And okay, they look exactly the same 2 times. What is the 3 times? Do we have 3 times? So I was gonna even look into meta call. Like if you do meta call versus QQQ call, which one making more sense, right? So let's say that's how you prepare this drop. Let's say meta. Meta, so daily target is 760. 760. Can you wait? Let me finish this and then look at the individual tickers, please. 760. So that's 617. So basically $130. That's 20%, right? 20% gain. Versus Q only dropped 8%. So if you do FBL or Matthew, that will give you a 40% gain. And it's really a strong ticker. So, but this is individual ticker, right? You shouldn't be the whole account. Is that you one of your positions, right? And what is the Amazon like 2 times ETF? See, I don't know this kind. I'm so honest. I always do 1 time. What is the Amazon? I'm like, let's see, AMGU. So this one have at least to the all-time high again. That's like what? $15, that's 30%, right? That's also really good. So like how you use your limited money more effectively, right? So from here, 41 to 54-ish, that's what that's a $14 move. That's 30% as well. So how you can design your portfolio, you can just do FNGU, that's fine. Like I said this many times, right? My IRA account, I mainly focused on TQQQ uh, uh, and FNGU. And yeah, I do a little bit. I did a leap call because leap call is less decay and less impacted by the wicks, right? If you look at wicks, it's pretty high. And if you want to buy, like say next week SPX call and IV cross, your price had to go up a lot more to make up the difference. And that's why I didn't do like short term. I did January 2026. I mean, I can't imagine market can drop another 10% from here. So I'm talking about you, how you prepare your portfolio. I know how I'm gonna prepare it. Like I'm FNGU and TQQQ and my personal account. My IRA actually did a little bit option that leap calls. Um, that's really what I'm really worried is that monthly chart. I went through SPY every time frame. It doesn't matter how I look at it. Yeah, I know. But because they are so low, right? Amazon, Meta, uh, yeah, I'm not doing one time. I'm doing three times. I never said I did one time. I've been from the very beginning, I have said always FNGU and TQQQ. That's my focus this year. I'm not looking QQQ. QQQ, I'm just doing because less capital, right? So if FNGU has calls, I will just do FNGU 2 years out. I mean, think about FNGU. What we did last August and also the year before October. That's like $120, went to 700 some. Uh, Usually recovers entirely within a year. So if FNGU has calls, I'm gonna do 2 years out. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna shut down the Discord. And I'm gonna go travel, do things fun. I can't believe FNGU wouldn't come back to 750 in 2 years. It will. Market always recovers. It's just a matter of time, right? So if you do decide to load some calls, I know that's the problem. I was so upset with it. That's why I'm looking for new routes, right? I'm looking at different options. If Avenue doesn't go away, I wouldn't even want to look at Amazon and I even look at SPYU. That's four times leveraged. So I was happy with FNGU. Why is that? Because I like all the components. It's really a shame. It's really a shame they let it like go away. So anyways, so to your choice, I'm gonna load more hymns. Hood, I like those. And then the rest. I don't know. I might not be able to hold FNGO that long. So I might just do Matthew. Do Matthew TSLL. And I don't like FNGB. The spread is so big. Who is waiting? Okay, I let that in. Okay, let's look at APP. So I'm saying the discussion today is what you do with yours. It's not what I do with mine and how you are doing risk management. Like we talk about risk management many times, right? I'm gonna bring this up again. Like every trade I do, like swing tickers, um, you either cut loss really fast or you don't have stop loss, you just wait it out. So either or, there's nothing in between. Let's say APP is a good ticker, clearly, right? But who was beaten down the most? The growth stock, right? So the growth stock get beaten down really fast. But who is gonna pop really fast too? Also stock, the growth stocks. I can't believe they are not gonna not cut rate. I do believe they are gonna cut rate. And the tariff, everything is all gonna be temporary. Nothing is gonna be permanent. The only thing permanent in stock market is over time, market always go up. Okay, so it doesn't mean, okay, we do have period down for sure. What is this? 7B. Oh, that's also Magnificent Seven. Oh, this is not too bad, but I still like FNGU the best. So worst case scenario, we'll just buy FNGB, right? FNGB um is spread very big. So you like let's say if I want to buy it, hey, this is not too bad today. This morning I was looking at it was like a really huge spread. So if you load from $19 and it's go back to 24, that's what 20%. That's also not too bad. So it depends on what you want to do, like how you want to use this opportunity. Become FNGB, the ticker we're looking at, with a little bit higher cost. I don't think it's automatic converted. I think you have to close your position. That's why the other day I 100% closed my FNGU position and then switched to FNGB. Um, because I'm afraid I forget, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna. So anyway, so you design your portfolio, and how you do risk control too. For me, I'm just DCA. DCA, a portion of, and I really don't like FNGB. I don't know why. Because look at the FGU chart, it's not that bad. But FNGB chart is, oh, the really short time. So daily, let's look at daily. This daily is not super bad. Let's look at FNGB. FNGB is very new, so there's no history. We are going to be the first one buying that. So it is what it is, right? So our QQQU is 2 times. If you feel like, okay, I don't want to do the really 3 times one. It is still not too bad. But knowing that I'm still thinking on the larger time frame, SPY will go to much lower, like 540. 540 about 7% more to the downside. Yeah, FNGB doesn't have a history, it's new. So anyway, I'm still playing with numbers. Like tonight I was playing with options or TSLL, Matthew, um, like what I want to do with mine. So tonight I'm gonna use Excel table to design what I'm gonna do. And then the good thing is I still have a lot of cash on the side. I didn't like this every time we have a bomb, I'm trying to take profit. So FNGU, the only thing I have is from today. Um, a little bit of FNGB. And so anyway, so tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen to PCE. Clearly, market does not want to rally. There's no buying. Like that, I show you guys the tape. There's a very well organized selling. Every time price hit the 1330 EMA, it dropped. Every single time it's here ready to drop again, right? So as long as you don't use margin and knowledge, I think we're fine, right? So just don't use margin, don't get margin calls. And I'm pretty sure Bitcoin market people get liquidated again. And I was looking into the BITX. I don't know whether you guys remember this ticker. We start buying this guy from $20. I mean, if BITX coming back to $20, I'll buy it. 22, that's when we entered it. So choose five, depending on your account size, choose five to seven tickers. And that was really a few days I gave you guys like how to divide this fund. And maybe if you didn't do it, you might want to do tonight. This is the time we're ready to pull the trigger to buy. So anyway, that's all I have. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 7:20-ish. So APP, I think you can, if you have position, a dollar cost average is fine. Look, it's monthly here. Monthly wave 4. So it's gonna go and it's gonna go much higher too. As long as you have shares, fine. But on weekly, one, probably two gonna come up here, and then probably gonna drop even lower. So try to avoid short option to protect yourself. Leap calls are okay because I did add leap calls yesterday, and those are I'm not even looking at it. I'll wait until whenever next year. And the reason why is that because I don't want to pay tax next year, so it's gonna be leap and it's not short capital gain. All right, guys, that's all I have. And good luck tomorrow. I will see you around 7:15, 7:20 for the PCE. All right, bye.